none of us were born believing anything. So you weren't born believing that $1 million was a lot of money. You weren't born believing that $1 million was a little bit of money. You weren't born believing that it's hard to make money. You weren't born believing that it was easy to make money. So where did those beliefs come from? They either came from like experiences you've had or from other people, right? And so we act like we all go through life acting as if we believe things because they're true.
Correct.
But the reality is we think things are true because we believe them. There's a difference.
What he said there resonates so much with me because what I've been doing my whole entire life is been thinking that I wasn't good enough or that I can't make a certain amount of money online or that there was just I had a lot of crazy conversations about money for myself that was impacting me actually making money. And when you realize what money actually is, when you actually realize what it actually is, it makes a massive difference how you get it. And I think what was happening for me is that I was seeing it as a spend. I felt like I was spending money, not investing money, and spending money, right? So like I was so used to the way I get money, I've earned it, I now should spend it and treat myself. Like that was the model that I was leaning into my whole entire life. And everyone around me was doing that. And the corporate world where I'm around surrounded by people who are looking forward to the wages. Oh yeah, I can't wait to get paid because I spent all my money in the first week. And I was around that constantly, 25 years of that. No wonder I weren't making enough money, right? And I could watch all these videos of millionaires tell me all the things they wanted to say about investing in this and do that of your money and that. And me going, oh yeah, that sounds logical. But then it wasn't aligned with how I was actually like my belief system, right? My belief system is still a bit of a stretch, you know? So when you realize what money actually is, it's easier for you to get money, one, and two, well, just attract it, I should say. And two, it's just it makes you spend it more wisely. So when I make money now, I'm not sitting thinking about the clothes that I can buy with it, all of the materialistic things I can buy. I used to be that way. And I was that way because I was insecure. And the insecurities were making me spend money in that way, right? But what I'm realizing now is that I've grown into this belief system now because of the people I've been around, the mentors, the communities that have people that are like-minded thinking and having the same belief system that I want to actually adopt has made me see that just putting money into something like a mentor is probably the best is the best investment because there's something crazy that who said oh man, I'm gonna have to do this in the next clip, guys. There's another clip. There's another clip, man. Let me bring it up. Let me bring it up.
A big thing that Myron prescribes is just being able to charge more for your services, and then knowing that like you're doing value-based charging, not time-based charging, which a lot of times that's literally, I'll just say probably the biggest unlock I got from Myron Golden is being able to charge more and deliver less. Now, that sounds kind of scammy, but this is I'm going to literally reenact something with you.
Okay.
Okay. So you're Omar, I'm Myron.
Okay.
So ask me the question, hey, Myron, why do I have a hard time every time I think about raising my price, I have to include more?
Myron, why every time I want to raise my price, I feel like I need to deliver more?
Okay. Because you have a value discrepancy. You don't understand value. So I'm going to present to you an offer, Art.
Okay.
This offer is going to help you make $10 million. How good does that sound?
Sounds good.
Is this something you're interested in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. The cost for this offer is $15,000. It comes with 100 videos, 100 audio files, and 100-page download PDF. If you go through all three of these things, it will show you exactly how you can make $10 million. Would you like this deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have another one. Do you want to hear about it?
Sure.
Okay. It's another program, but it's the same outcome. It'll teach you how to make $10 million in 1 year. It comes with one video, one audio file, and one downloadable PDF. This one is $30,000. Which one would you like?
I'll take that one
Why?
because it takes up less of my time.
Okay. So by me giving you less, there is actually, it makes it more valuable.
Yes.
So this is a limiting belief that literally was crushed under Myron's watch.
Guys, yeah, this video is called Limiting Beliefs because it's like there are so many, and the one I'm gonna do tomorrow is a continuation of this as well. I'm not gonna go down the rabbit hole trying to find it now because it's gonna kill my time, and I want to post this today. But yeah, basically, just what he's just said there, it just lands. But then, if you've had a limiting belief for so long that contradicts that. And a really good example of this is that I was an artist before, right? And when I was an artist, there was people that want me to do commission work for them. And I had a massive conflict because the commission work that they want me to do for them, they only appreciate the fact that, oh, it takes him so long, like he spends so much time on this artwork, right? And then I got to a stage where I started playing around with AI to use it as a base to actually work from. And it was killing a lot of time. Like it was making the time, it's speeding up my process, right? And also another thing about it as well is that if someone said, oh yeah, but how about this, and like being really indecisive about the whole delivery of the product, then I could easily just regenerate something that basically matched what they said, right? Versus if they were to do that and I had to do it from scratch, that's tedious and that's a huge amount of my time. But they didn't value my time so much, right? As an artist, they didn't care so much. Like if it took me 5-10 minutes to do it, they wouldn't appreciate it as much as if they thought it took me more time. So I think the whole thing of the AI at the time was that it didn't matter how you used AI. People just saw it as just that you're using AI, it's quicker, it's cheaper, you're not an artist, blank. Yeah. Like it was just like very just like anti-AI, right? And then my position was like, I'm doing a commission for someone and they're very indecisive. But then here's the thing is that my limiting belief was that I need to do more for people. And because I felt like I had to do more and deliver more and put in more, that was what the value would be. Like, yeah, it's worth this much because I put so much time into it. It's like, bruh, that's not the way. It's like if I can speed up the process for you, it's more money. But yeah, like I just saw it as that. I just kept seeing that as like if I do more, that's what makes it more valuable. And it's the whole thing of me working in the corporate world as well. It's the same. It's like I do all of this, slug away at doing all this. I've done a hard day's work, then I get my salary at the end of the month. Like it's like then what? To spend 2 hours just doing, something like that's going to make you the same amount of money per year in one moment. Like imagine the conflict there. So yeah, like with my business model right now, I've realized that less is definitely more, and that's what I'm working with my mentor with. Like it's just how can we give less and still give them high results with doing less? And that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not valuable. It just means that we're very good at what we do and we're very intentional about how well we use the time, right? So yeah, like limiting beliefs, man. And I'm actually going to share my screen to share with you something that I've created for myself, and I'll be sharing with you guys as well, a way for you to actually be able to use it. 1 second. So this is my dashboard for the ADH Dizzle OS, right? Which is my operating system that I use to be able to manage all of my business. And in this section here, I've got areas. So this is areas of my business. Obviously, these are the 6 pillars, right? And when you go into the clarity area, I've separated here time. So clarity of time, clarity of mindset, clarity of business, clarity of the vessel, and then of course relationships as well. And with the mindset one, there is a reframing exercise that I do with myself here, which I'm going to be logging. Like, so whenever I have like a limiting belief or I have a fear, or like, if you look at these tags here, like these are all the things that like are coming up, right, as tags. Whenever these things are showing up, is like in a moment, just to reflect on what my mindset is right now and some of the fears that are coming up for me, or anxiety or certainty, the inner criticism that might be happening around certain things, and just noting that and logging it and just getting clear on what's actually running the show right now, my mindset. And mindset's not gonna be perfect. Like today, I had a lot of anxiety because I was anticipating a call with my manager that was going to come up, and I really didn't want to have that call. I was really resistant of like having that call with her, and explaining to her that I don't want to go back, and that kind of thing, right? So yeah, it's just like it's just catching these things and documenting them, and just kind of having a moment of your day just to be able to just be with that. And I give myself every Monday, I'm going to give myself moments of clarity, so I could just look at how I'm managing my time and tracking my time. So I have my time log here and I track it. Was it a time killer, or was it something that was actually me using the time for practice? How much time did I do for anything to do practice? Like, so I've given it like what was the thing that I was using my time to do, and how did I and what categories that go under, right? And yeah, just tracking stuff. Like, how am I spending my time? How am I using my mind? Like, what's my mindset right now? What's the business clarity that I get right now around my offer, my niche, and mission? Is that an unfinished thing? Is it something that needs tweaking? Is it something that's locked in solid? After this weekend, it will be. And yeah, the vessels, like obviously your body, and just some of the routines that you have in your daily life, and like drinking water and optimizing for that, and just categorizing the stuff, and just being a little bit intentional about just a few minutes of your day, just to just sit with each of these, or not even a day, maybe a week, right? But you're just plugging them in each time, and it seems like, oh man, like gotta go and log that shit in, but it just helps you to be intentional with the journey, right? And just see what's actually going on. It's like an audit of your journey. So yeah, this is what I've created for, obviously, for the community. So once this is complete, this will be available, the clarity section of my second brain. And yeah, like that's where the limiting beliefs came in today. I was just really thinking about my limiting beliefs and where they all came from, and those clips that I shared with you in this video was just a lot to do with just making me really see like, wow, like these limiting beliefs are crazy, man. And there was another one that one of the big ones for me was that there's people that pay, and I'll share the clip tomorrow though, but I'll just give you like a little. I will dive into it more tomorrow, but basically, he talks about, and it's okay to, it's also okay to finance like mentorship. And I was like, what does he mean about that? And he said, if you was to go to university, or is to go to get a degree or do a master's or anything like that, most people will get a loan for that, right? So they got they get like a they get it financed, and they get themselves in debt through the studying of going to college, uni, whatever it may be, right? So what's the difference between you doing that with a mentor? The thing is that a mentor is actually going to give you money back from the investment, because essentially what you're doing is you're getting a fast track from them. Yeah, you're borrowing the money. Yeah, it's not the best thing to do, but if you're going to uni and college, or you're going to Harvard or whatever, like you're doing the same thing essentially, but you're going to get a better ROI and no debt from it if you do the work, right? And they're essentially going to be your tutor, right, for a shorter space of time than what you do at uni or college. But then it's just like a limiting belief for people that just feel like they have to do it through the system. Like, just have to go classes every day, and read the course material, do assignments, and do all this shit, and get an exam at the end, and get my fucking degree, and then I have to now go and work after I've got the degree. Now I have to go and find a job now that I've got that degree and done all that studying, when you could have just done a combination of the both with a fucking mentor. It's just fucking insane. That man is in my 40s and I'm only fucking thinking about that right now. That wasn't even a fucking concept for me until now. Limiting beliefs, man. Fucked. So yeah, I don't recommend financing, but like that's the same. Like, if you're gonna go uni and you're gonna spend 30k on a fucking a master's or whatever. Like, I don't know how much they cost now, all that shit, but you're better off just fucking finding someone that is just a juggernaut in that shit, and just give them that money and get them to just walk you through that, just what they did that worked, and have them mentor you. Like, much better use of money. But then again, I think it's not for everyone, man. Not everyone really sees it like that. And yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, I have a workshop tomorrow with my mentor, which I'm really excited about. And I'm just going to keep you guys in the loop of the journey, man. Currently at the journey right now, I'm just finishing off this ADHD Digital OS and just working on I'm doing client work at the moment, and also just working with my mentor. That's the key things that are happening for right now for my journey, and just making sure that I post these every day and just keep you guys in a loop. But there will be a lot more informative, like real, just actionable things you can use. Like, for example, there'll be a template eventually for you to actually download. There'll be things that you can actually implement into your journey as well. So yeah, just be patient with me, guys. Like, I'm just doing just wanting to post every day thing, and it's going to start refining. It's going to be a little bit more structured. It's going to be more intentional and very, very just like, yeah, I just want it to be really impactful and make a difference to you. So yeah, if you want to just, keep on following this journey for the next 90 days and just see actually what actually takes place for the next 90 days for me, I'm making sure I don't miss out anything, any key details that happen. I'm not going to miss them out. I'm going to bring them in to this series. So hit the subscribe button if that is something that you want to see unfold. This time round, I will be doing the 90 days completed, like complete 90 days. I'm not going to miss a single day. I did have an anxiety attack today, and I'm now still recording. Anyway, peace.